Hey, you how? All right, so we're moving on to that last page before we transition into building our introductions. So we're on the page that starts out with Echo Siaya Echo. Echo Siaya.
Thank you.
Huh? You didn't get this?
3-page. Your sister didn't give it to you?
That's it. She's fired. Just kidding.
I thought she was here Monday.
She was here one of the days.
Yeah. Yeah. She was here Monday. Because I talked to her Monday. She was potentially going to bring Lizzie on one of the trips. Yeah. And she said, actually,
We'll have a private conversation later.
you can have it live on air right now.
Have a conversation later.
Achada, Odessa. Stop Quantu Hoy. So she also has a booklet for you with QR codes. She did grab 2 copies of the paper that I just handed out to you.
Texting her.
Okay, so we are we are on the page that starts out with Echofsiaya Eschalcho. Echofsiaya Eschalcho. And what are we saying?
Hello, friend.
Or sup, how you doing? However you want to write that. However you would naturally say it. Hey, it's Jojo, how you doing?
I'm trying to remember.
The next one, how do you say good morning? Hot dotted 2.
Maybe it says fabric.
She's like, oh yeah, it's in my backpack. I forgot to give it to you.
How about good morning? Hot dotted 2. I am tired. Aswaqwilchud. Aswaqwilchud. I am tired. Altibak slachel. All day. Altu slachel. Every day. Aswaqwilchud. All right, here's a new one. This was going to be one to get your wheels turning. I didn't sleep last night. So one of the things that we went over yesterday, Mahela, is we were taking long sentences and we were breaking them down. We were chunking them into pieces that we could translate in moderation so that we're not overwhelmed with the long sentences. So when you say things like, geez. There's 2 parts to this that I want us to take a look at. Actually, 4 things. Okay, I didn't sleep last night. This can stand all by itself. I didn't sleep. We can translate this in one chunk. Last night is literally saying like on last night. So this is when we're talking about a specific place, a specific space, a specific time. That's when we're going to use that alti. So it's almost like saying on last night. So we're going to use alti. Last night, what is night? Slachel. Then another thing that we talked about yesterday, we talked about tia slachel, which is going to be this night from the day that we're in right now. Tia slachel is this day. Tia slachel would be this night. Yesterday is tu. Tomorrow is chlu. So tomorrow night, if we just look at slachel, tia slachel is tonight. If we're talking about something that's going to happen tonight. If we add that to prefix for past, then that's last night. If we want to talk about tomorrow night, we're going to use chlu. So that's utilizing our prefixes to and chlu, while also understanding that tia is this. So tia slachel is this day. Tia slachel is tonight. Tia dadatu would have been this morning. So to complete this, I didn't sleep last night. Alti tu slachel would be talking about something that happened last night. Alti tu slachel. Now, when we look at I didn't sleep, in parentheses, I said this is like saying I don't have sleep. Because what you're literally going to say is there is not my sleeping. So how do we do those sentences? Our negative sentences. Hue qui guad. And I would say write this one down. Hue qui guad itu. I didn't sleep. Hue qui guad itu. Alti tu slachel. I didn't sleep last night. And I think that's why when we do these translations and when we go through and talk about the structure, that's why I like being very literal with explaining how our grammar is. So I feel like it makes it a little easier for you to piece things together. Hue qui guad itu, there is not my sleeping. Hue qui guad itu, I didn't sleep. Hue qui guad itu, I didn't sleep. Alti tu slachel. I didn't sleep last night. How many people deal with that, Shakachi? If this is a regular occurrence, hue qui guad itu, alti tu slachel. How would you say, I didn't eat last night? So we're going to change one word. I didn't eat last night. We're going to switch itu with the verb for eat. Ashled. Hue qui guad ashled alti tu slachel. How would you say, I didn't eat this morning? Alti at dadatu. I'll tia data 2. Yep. So in your notes, or however you want to note it, even on that worksheet, maybe underline your verb. If it helps, write verb so you know that this is the word that you're going to change. And you don't need this part. You don't need this. This is just if you specifically want to say when you didn't sleep. So if somebody asked me how I was doing and I said, "Astagwaf chad, I'm hungry. U atled chaf u, did you eat? Hui kui gwad atled, I didn't eat." Which I'm lying because I did take a couple bites of my sandwich. Okay, does that help? And then making sure.
What was the TA?
Tia?
Yeah. What was that
This.
again? Oh, this.
So it's like this night, tonight,
Oh, okay.
tonight. Or tia data 2. This morning.
Okay.
2 data 2. Yesterday morning. 2 data 2. Tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay.
But it gets different when you use tia slachel, because we actually do have a word for yesterday. To dok washda. This dok, remember when we talked about sudokwalbu, the snakwalmi? Dok, change or transform. This literally means the transformation of the day. The changing of the day. The changing of the day from the past was yesterday. The changing of the day in the future is tomorrow. I do really bad about putting the English up there, so I hope when you write your notes, you're writing the English. Yesterday, today, tomorrow. Then I just kind of crammed this tia. But you notice the similarity of tia when we're talking about the day that we are in right now. I'll give you guys a second if you want to write those ones down. So these refer to the day. These refer to the night. Those refer to the morning. Eh? Is that better, or do you think it's a fabric? I wonder if it's the fabric, because it's. Yeah, it might be. Okay. Got it, Bob? Is it making sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, just remembering our tu for the past, hlu for the future, and tia is kind of like the now. This. So we did the I didn't sleep, the one that stands all by itself, Hue quigwad itu. And then specifically, I didn't sleep last night, Hue quigwad itu al tu slachel. I didn't sleep last night. Okay, next we have Aschach Tid Bada. Aschach Tid Bada. Who remembers Aschach?
Sick.
Tid Bada. My son.
My son.
My son is sick.
Sick, my son.
Sick is my son. If we speak Yoda. Aschach Tid Bada. My son is sick. Then we put in the word chab. Chab, which means cry. Uchab. Uchab. Altibak slachel. What words can we pull from that? Uchab. Altibak slachel. So uchab is cry. So we put that new verb on there. Uchab. Okay, we reviewed buck, which means all or every, when we were talking about sbakachi 100. So sbakachi was all of the hands, every hand as we go through and count. So buck is all, every. We just learned that chab was cry. The u adds the active ing, crying, or something in the past. Crying, and what do we remember about alti? Yep, it can talk about alti tuslachel last night. So it can talk about the place where something happened, whether it's an actual location or in reference to time. And then bak is all. Slachel, night. So what do we get from this? What was going on? He was crying all night. He was crying all night. So moving from hot data to aswak wilchad, hue qui gwad itu al tu slacheo. Aschach tid bada, uchab al tibak slacheo. Good morning, I'm tired, I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep last night. My son is sick, he was crying all night. Achada. Shababd. Okay, did he eat? Did he eat? This is reviewing one of our questions. Did he eat? What's the word for eat? Who remembers eat? Ashlad. Ashlad. So we're going to start out with the verb. Can we answer this with a yes or no?
Yes.
Yep. So then it's going to be the oo. Ashlad oo? Ashlad oo? Quite a while ago, we wrote down, I think it was in the corner of one of the whiteboards, we wrote down all of our questions. Us, chal, gua, stab. And then oo is going to be the way that you remember that is if this question can be answered with a yes or a no. How are you? You have to give an expanded answer. You can't say a, even though some people are so tired they're like, hey. That's chalcha, hey. For the oo, when it stands alone over here, it comes second in the sentence unless there's a cha word. Like if I wanted to say, did you eat? I would say, ashled cha oo, did you eat? So this is it. He's not named. We know that we were talking about your son who was crying the whole night, who is sick. So ashled oo, did he eat? Ashled oo. Did he eat? Now let's change this to did he sleep? What's a word for sleep? Etut. Etut u. Did he sleep? Ashled u, did he eat? Itu u, did he sleep? You should sleep now. You, so we need to know the word for you. Should, how do we represent should? What's the word for sleep? And how do we do now? This is going to be one that we pull from Grandma Lizzie. What did I say? You should sleep now? You should sleep now. So what do we tend to start out with? I have to watch myself when I say it always. What do you tend to start out with? The verb. The verb. So we're going to start out with etut. You're talking to somebody, so our cha words come next. What is the word for you? Cha. Let me give myself space. Give yourself space with that word because we got to build it still. Right now, this says you sleep. You sleep. But we want to say should. What is should representing? Hlu, something in the future. You should. So we're going to write hlu. Shlu itu chof would be you should sleep. But if we want to say now, you should sleep now. You are so tired. You should sleep now. Pop quiz, pop quiz. When we went through Grandma Lizzie's story about clam digging, she taught us the use of because she was changing. Where's she at? Notice she did hoi chud to ahul. Then I was clamming now. So she taught us throughout the story. Hoya, done now. Ti'ich des ahul. I was done now with my clamming. Hoi chud ok. So, and then Tlachila. She had all of those ahs in her story. And what that was saying is, then I went now, went home now, arrived now. So she was showing us that change of action that was taking place. But reminder that some of these have the to on it to remind us that it was something that happened long ago. So thanks to Grandma Lizzie. Shui tutaf. Shui tutaf chof. You should sleep now. Shui tutaf chof. Shui tutaf chof. You should sleep now. I hope you guys can continue to look at these and build your confidence. I like how Joya was sharing with us yesterday some of the writing. Is it writing that you were seeing in the community or?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you start looking at any of the written language within the community, looking at these little pieces of how we're able to form our words, the grammar, looking at the prefixes, looking at the suffixes, trying to find the root of the word. I really want you guys to build your confidence because even through the story that Grandma Lizzie taught us, we look at these grammar points that we learned throughout it. Through these basic conversations of talking to each other. How are you doing? We slowly built it up. I'm fine. How are you? How's your mom? How's your son? Building those things up. Do you have this? Do you have that? I'm really, really proud of you guys. And I hope that, especially finishing up with this and seeing what everybody was able to retain. And then even if you didn't retain it to write it on your own, as we're writing it together, you know, those light bulbs are going off like, oh yeah, I knew that. Oh yeah, I knew that. It's kind of the stress of like a quiet room and pencil scribbling that hold us back from recognizing that we actually really knew that little part of it. Okay, so now this person is saying, all right, I asked you how you're doing. You're tired. You didn't sleep. You didn't sleep last night. Your son is sick. Your son was crying all night. You should sleep now, but guess what? Sometimes we don't have that luxury, do we? Sometimes our mind switches and our response is, we should eat. Like, I know I can't sleep right now, so let's go eat. We should go eat. All right, so what is our main focus here? What do we need to do? Ashled. Ashled. Eat. Should. we should eat. And who is we? Chach. Shu ashled chach. Shu ashled chach. And this go, this is one of the things that I want you to recognize. Even in English, if you're like, we should go eat. Like, we have to remember some of the English habits that we have of speaking. We should go eat is literally just saying we should eat. We're going to have to go somewhere to eat. If we wanted to, we could add more things onto that to represent the go. But also taking what you're trying to say in English and putting it in the Lushootseed that you do know, that we have gone over. We should eat. We should go eat. This person obviously doesn't have time to go eat because what do they say? They're so rude. But we needed some type of a departure. We should go eat. So take care, my friend. What are we saying? Debu. Debu. Hey, we have a clean board. Tech. Techerdub. Techerdub. Techerdubu. Techerdubu. Take care, my friend. Seed siaya, teed siaya. Or you could just desiaya. Techerdubu desiaya. Seed siaya, teed siaya, or just desiaya. Techerdubu desiaya. How do we feel after that? That was 3 pages trying to cover the content that we've gone over during 101. Good? Hot? Hot? Everybody still has the Lizzie story. When you get a chance, go through the book again. So a challenge that we unintentionally put towards ourselves is we learn things and then we kind of put them away. We tuck them away. So make sure that periodically you take out the book and you try to read the book and try to sound the words out. I think I sent the link so that you could listen to Grandma Lizzie's audio. Did I send that out? Mm-hmm. I think I sent it out. So take that file, if you can save it onto your computer, or open up that email and play it on your phone and listen to it and follow along with it. And if you need to make marks in that book just to remind yourself what different pieces of the word mean, like highlighting all of the similarities, all of those so that come up to remind yourself, that means now. The twos that come up in the story, that all of these twos mean a long time ago. And she's talking about an experience that she had a long time ago. And she's taking us through these steps. So really connect yourself with Grandma Lizzie's story. And then for some of the other content we've gone over, go through your notes. Make some time to go through your notes and remind yourself, Tia Slachel, today. Tia Slachel tonight, Tia Dadatu this morning. Like, go through those things and find ways to utilize them. The next thing that we're going to move into in the 12 minutes that we have left. Actually, I wanted to keep all of this up here before we erased it. Just to remind yourself, like I just said, the Tia Slachel, Tia Dadatu. Today, this day, tonight, this morning, and then the hlu's and the tu's. That's one of the things that we've been able to build our confidence in. We built our confidence in being able to understand this hui kui gua format. Hui kui gua, we have that over here as well. Through the hui kui gua negative formula, we learned that through playing a game. So through playing Go Fish, we learned how to say, I don't have. And today we also brought that into saying, I haven't done something. I didn't sleep. I didn't do this action. We learned about having certain items and then counting how many of those items that we have. We've gone over some feelings. We've gone over having our good gossip, talking about people. Paula's mom's dog. Learning how to, those apostrophe S, how we're going to represent those in Lushootseed, the T or the Utsi. We went through counting. If we really wanted to sit here and count, we could count to 100. So we built our understanding going from Cho to Olob and how to go from Olob, Olobi Kui Cho, Olobi Kui Sali, on up to Sali Achi. Learning that connection of counting with our hands. We count with our fingers, and then we count in sets of hands, which built us up to Spakwachi, which is all of the sets of hands. And then I think I erased it, but we even had fun learning how to say 888. What else did I have on the back? We were talking about how old some of our belongings are. So also not just counting, but counting in reference to years. How many years old something is. Talking about how old we are, how old our family members are. And then went into possessions, how old our iltbeed, how old our vehicles are, how old our pets, how old our houses are. So taking it back to the lists that we passed out about midway through as we were building our vocabulary, visit those as well. Visit those pages and see what type of sentences you can create, and what kind of content you can start talking about using those prefixes, those suffixes, the numbers, the colors. But I just wanted to show that to you guys as well, because that's like 6 boards of a few things that we've talked about. And I think that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff to cover. And I hope you guys feel proud of yourselves. Now, the next thing we get to do, which is something that brings us much pride, is we get to learn how to introduce ourselves. This is great if you do any public speaking, or if you have to do any presentations for work or for school. we want to be able to build up introducing ourselves. And the first thing that we want to do when we address a crowd, sometimes it's like, good afternoon, friends and relatives, like thinking in English of what you hear people say when they're addressing a crowd. They don't just get out there and grab the mic and start talking. They try to, greet the people. So this first part, o hli gualapo. O hli gualapo. Gualapo. It's an emphatic and respectful way of like saying chalup, you guys. So when you're addressing a group of people, gualapo is like how I say degui, one-on-one. Degui is the respectful way of talking to somebody. Degui, if I'm talking to you and asking you or trying to get your attention, degui. I wouldn't say chow, chow. You want to say degui. That's the nice way of acknowledging somebody one-on-one. The respectful way of responding to a group is to say gualapo, you all, you folks. Hli means the same thing. This is also an emphatic way of addressing people, a group of people, you all. Putting them together is kind of like the utmost respect. So this is the very honorable way. It's literally saying, oh, you guys. But putting those together is like of highest respect. O hli gualapo. O hli gualapo. In the salmon ceremony, when they bring Hek Siab Yobach into the longhouse after they've brought him up from the shore, and they bring him in to greet the people for the first time. At every corner, they say Gualapo de Eshid. Gualapo de Eshid. So it's calling out the attention. Oh, you folks, de Eshid, my family. Gualapo de Eshid. Yalabas labo. Ushachil ti hek siab. Yo bach ti ushachil. Yo bach tia. So that's what they say at each corner. But the Gualapo de Eshid is calling out to everybody who's in there. All of you all. De Eshid, my family. O hli gualapo. O hli gualapo. Siya. Whoops. Ubalitz chad. Huh? Ubalitz chud. Ubalitz chud. I forgot it. I forgot. Ubalitz chud. Ubalitz chud. Ty. Hot siayaya. Hot siayaya. O hli gualapo. Oh, you folks are, oh, honorable ones. You're just calling everybody's attention. O hli gualapo. Hot siayaya. Hot, good. Siayaya, friends. O hli gualapo. Hot siayaya. Oh, honorable ones, friends, good friends. Then you'll say your name, and then T or T. Teedsda or seedsda. O Shigolapo Hak Siayaya Hlalolitsa Sali seedsda. O Shigolapo Hak Siayaya Natosha Gobin seedsda. Okay, we've got Tual Chud Duhlelap. Tual Chud Duhlelap. What are we talking about? Something about Tulalip. Then we have I. Yep. Okay, Tual is the opposite of Twal. So Twal is to or towards. Tool is from. It's like saying from at. It's like saying towards on, towards at, towards in, from at, from in. To all chud dohlelap. I am from Tulalip. To all chud dohlelap.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Sorry.
And then I'm going to put this. This is going to be what we continue to work on tomorrow. Stohobshchud. Stohobshchud. I am Snohomish. Stohobshchud. O shligulapo hat siayaya. Hlalolitsa sali seedsta to all chud dohlelap stohobshchud. We'll continue with this and we'll give everybody the chance. We'll give everybody the chance to start practicing theirs. Uhoya chash. We're all done.